Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's Tuesday 10 at 10, where I'm going to be answering questions that come across to us on all platforms and our website. How are you all doing today? How are you doing in your stay in place or shelter in place protocol? I hope you're staying sane. So, if you're watching right now, why don't you comment below on what bakery products that you might be consuming today? Okay, while you're staying in place. I have baked a lot of bread myself, so I've tried, different things like the Tanzo method, the no knead overnight method. So I'm trying all these different kinds of methods. Right? It's fun. Okay, so hey, a quick shout out to all the bakery production workers out there. It's a hard time, I know, stocking those shelves and making them make sure that they're full all the time. So thank you a lot for coming to work, during this crisis and covering your shifts. You might be covering multiple shifts. So kudos to all of you out there and all the bakery owners. Thank you for pulling through for us. And if there's anything that I can do to help, please join us on the forums and ask the questions there. Okay, I'll talk more about the forums later in this episode. Okay, so let's go ahead and answer the first question that came through on cookies. When baking cookies, should they be spaced not too near to prevent the merging of the cookie spread? If they are placed too far apart, what's the disadvantage? If we place them near together, will that help retain more flavor or bake faster? So, there is no rule that says that there must be a 1-inch space between the cookies. Okay, the reason why there are spaces between the cookies when you deposit them on your baking pan is so as to accommodate for the cookie spread. Cookie spread is a science. Okay, so how you spread the cookies is really vital to how you bake them, how many you can deposit on a baking pan. And high efficiency baking, you don't want too much of a cookie spread, right? You want to have predictable cookie spread, and that's how you place them on the pan. Okay. I personally don't like any cookie spread. Okay. And you can read up a lot more about this. There's so much research done on this. Moisture content, butter content, sugar content, type of flour. Those are the things that affect cookie spread. So the less liquid or moisture and mobility you have within the cookie dough, the less it will spread. The less it will spread, the more you can put them on a pan. Okay, so instead of 24 cookie dough on cookie patties on one pan, you could put 36. Okay, so it really depends on your formulation and that's how usually bakers space them out. Okay, it's better to have predictable spread than unpredictable spread. Again, that's a whole science behind it. Anyway, I have placed this question onto our newly launched forum. So if you want to get your questions answered more thoroughly, go put them in the forums so that our community, our Bakerpedia community, can help answer your question to a T. Okay? So I hope that helps. Next question is from Saba. I'm doing work on wheat flour optimization, and I need to learn the key parameters of bread, cookies, cake, and flatbread, and how they can be optimized. If I were to use enzymes and additives to optimize bread loaf formula, how can I decide that that bread loaf volume needs to be optimized? And if it needs to be optimized, how can I decide how much additive should be added into the formula? Therefore, I need some standard physiochemical, rheological, and baking properties of bread, cookies, cake, and flatbread. I would also like the detailed sensory sheet of the mentioned baked items. We're totally grateful to you. All right, well, you asked really nicely. So I'm going to start by saying that what you're asking for, it requires more than 10 minutes. Okay, it requires a whole forum of people. Again, I placed your question on the forum and we'll see who answers to that. Okay, so from your perspective, what's important and how to develop a system to meet the importance, right? It's really difficult to give you a standardized volume or standardized baking quality to this answer, because every plant is different, okay? And every plant is different because everyone has a different process, they have different equipment, they have different ingredients, they have, most importantly, different packaging. Actually, if you come to think of it, packaging is like the #1 super constraint of the system, okay? If anything, bakers bake to package for industrial baking, right? If you don't bake to package, then you're baking things that you can't package, and you have to either throw away the packages or you have to throw away the baked goods. Not a good scenario. So it really depends on what each particular bakery want as a final attribute and how you can create that enzyme additive system to be customized into their process and into the final attribute. So I hope this really gives you a bird's eye view on what you really need to do. What you're asking is requiring a lot of experience in the baking industry to really explain that to you. So best way off is to really start that discussion in a forum. You know, perhaps you need to learn some more about this and some more about that, some more of the different systems. You know, those are your journey. Okay, so you need to start somewhere. I suggest go start in a forum. Okay, good luck. All right, next question. Can you give an explanation on Asian bread type, Taiwan or Japanese bread? Which is more soft and rich, like Bread Talk. Bread Talk is a very, very popular bakery in Asia. Okay, and the fluffiness has got everything to do with the method and the type of ingredients used. And the Japanese is pretty much king at such formulations. Really, they take a lot of effort into sourcing the best ingredients and the best processes to make that soft and fluffy Asian bread. Okay, you can obtain those kind of bread with straight dough methods, but it just requires different ingredients for that. Okay, so again, start a discussion into our forums and see what answers you get back. Okay, last question. What would be the best replacement for cake flour? I would like to eliminate the wheat for allergen concerns. So we're talking about gluten-free flour. Okay, and people are already offering alternatives. So all you need to do is reach out to them. Okay. My friend Chad, oh, I forgot his last name, from Gluten Free Solutions. He's got a whole system cake replacement, gluten-free for you. Other people to look at, Bob's Red Mill should have one. I really like the King Arthur's one. That's really good. I've used that one for cakes. It's excellent. It's tapioca base. Okay, so if you look up the gluten-free section on our encyclopedia, you should be able to find a few gluten-free flours that you could work with. And it's not just that, it's got to do with the starch gelatinization in the batter system that really makes a difference with the cake density. Okay, so you have to start looking at gluten-free flours and then do a few runs, understand what either like maybe pre-gel tapioca or pre-gel corn, pre-gel rice, which ones do you have to use? You do have to use pre-gel starches in your gluten-free cake mixes. And that's because high ratio cake systems are gonna need the extra gelatinization strength from the starch. Okay, so again, one of those things where you can just put the question into our forum. So I put the link on here. It's bakerpedia.com/forum, and you need to be a member to join. If you're not a member, membership is free, so you just need to sign up. Okay, we want everybody to be legitimately professional when they engage in the forums. No spamming, no trolling whatsoever, because our forum master will kick you up if you do that. Okay. All right. That's all for today. Life of your cake products. Come to our Clean Label Cake seminar. It's on the Baker Academy tab. Tap and join the growth hacking of the Clean Label seminar. Again, it's free for members, so sign up today. And t-shirts, lastly, t-shirts. Don't forget, we have this awesome t-shirts for sale, right? I'm loving it. Okay, so t-shirts are for sale on the website as well. Go check it out. Bakers, I love what you're doing. Keep killing it. Keep baking those products. You need to feed people. All right. Thank you for joining me today. I'll see you back tomorrow on Wisdom Wednesday, and on Thursday, Thought Leadership Thursday with Mark Flarkey. Bye.